You guys, there is one mistake I would never ever make again as an immigrant single mom. If I could go back, if I could go back to change the hands of time before moving to Europe, especially to Germany, this single mistake that I made is really, really eating me up. Like, it has costed me so much. In my life, it has costed me. I came to this Europe having big hopes. I had high hopes, but high hopes built on nothing, built on absolute nothing, because what? I don't have any skills. I just don't have any skill. I have nothing in me that I can say, this is what I can do to sustain or to live life or to keep myself busy, okay, even whilst waiting for my kids to get to the appropriate age or stage in life before I could go back to start working a 9-to-5 job. Yes, and this mistake is really, really eating me up badly, seriously. Coming to Europe, I had high hopes. I had hopes that when I come, I could just get a job in a restaurant or maybe a cleaning job or in a factory, maybe all this DHL, all this lager work where you can maybe pack things, put things in carton and ship, things like that. That was what I had in mind. I never knew that skills in this Europe is absolute key to get, okay? Because imagine that I came here, I never knew that you have to learn language. Coming to this Europe, I never knew that I have to go start afresh to learn another man's language. Like, I never knew. Because in my head, I was like, who doesn't speak English? Which country that doesn't speak English? You can tell me maybe India. Even Indians, they speak English because they're colonized by the British, right? Indians do speak, right? I'm like, which country doesn't speak English? So it dawned on me, coming to you, just dawned on me that, oh my God, I came to a non-speaking English country and they are now like, before you do anything, you have to go back to the basic and learn the basic language first. That was what they told us. That was what they told me, and it pained me, really. I was like, what is this? Just to give you a job, even if you're cleaner, even if it's anything, just in a restaurant where I can just wash plates or serve food, and that's it. So why should I learn a language or things like that? Why? I don't know, because without speaking their language, you can't do anything, okay? And I'm like, oh my goodness, I had to start from school. I had to pause, okay? That was before even having kids, before my kids came into the picture. I couldn't do anything. I had to go back to start learning basic language, okay? So fast forward now, I'm just like, my goodness, now that I am now a mother, okay? I'm being a mother, one thing in this Europe, you can't leave your kids to work, okay? You cannot leave your kids to go working, because the kids, if they are not yet in primary school or maybe up to the age of like, at least say, even 12 is still manageable to at least stay on their own, and you go to job and go to work and come back, pick them. If you have still little kids in this Europe, it is so hard for you to do a 9-to-5 job. Everybody knows. Anybody that's a single mom knows what I'm talking about in this. It's so hard. They won't even allow you, because who are you leaving the kids for? Now it dawned on me that all this while I am just here waiting, I have just been wasting all my time. Literally, I'm wasting my time. Because if I had learned a skill, at least, one thing that moves in this Germany so well, you see, is what? Hair braiding. A common hair braiding. If I had learned that skill, my goodness. In fact, in a week, I'm dealing in euros, okay? I'm dealing in good euros, okay? Or if I had learned maybe all this nail tech, anything about beauty things, like, I would definitely be dealing in euros, okay? So coming here, I'm like, if I had known, You see? And the thing that happened is that with me is that I never had the opportunity to do that, okay? Like where I was raised, okay, like they only see education as everything, like education, school is everything. So and then fast forward to okay, when I now finally get the little chance to speak up, like what do I really want to do with my life after I have finished secondary school and everything, you know. So I was like, in fact, I didn't even know anything that I even wanted to do. They were the one that like said, okay, how about try baking things? And when I went to go and try the baking, okay, where I went to, the woman, she didn't even teach us anything. It was I and one other girl that was there as her apprentice, okay? So she didn't even teach us anything. And whenever I come home and I explain to them that this man would just keep us in her store, she would go about her day. After she finished baking, she would just go about her day, just leave us to be her sales girl in the store. And that would be it for the day. Like, we barely learn anything there. And I kept complaining, but this woman, she's so, she's mature, she's an elderly woman, and nobody would ever believe that she's doing such a thing. Do you get? She's that kind of a woman. And when I brought it up, and even me and the other apprentice, my colleague that was there, she almost wanted to start bashing us. So we didn't do anything. We just kukuma just stop. And so that was just what happened. Honestly, it pained me that I do not have any skills here. Because if I had skill, my God, I would be dealing in euros. So I'm telling you, take this as an advice, okay? If you're planning to move from any part of African country coming to Europe or abroad entirely, if you're coming to abroad, please, one favor you should do for yourself is what? Learn a skill. Because with your skill, you cannot go wrong with your skill. Your skill will, in fact, it is everything. It is the key that you have to survive in a foreign land when you come. If I had learned this skill, imagine my life now. Each time I'm just sitting here lonely and idle and waiting until my kids grow up a bit and start primary school before I will start anything tangible to do with myself. I'm not saying that I am totally useless, or I say I am not totally useless. At least I have had some of my document that I have, the necessary things that I need. I have equipped myself enough. Let me just say, I have equipped myself enough in the sense that whenever my kids are in school, I can do what I want. I can go back to job. I can go back to my work and do my life. Okay. So hence I'm just being patient and waiting for them. And that is like, and it's paining me because all this time I had been wasting all these years. If I had learned a common skill, at least hair braiding, I'm just emphasizing on it. I know how much I'll be making because, maybe, all these white people, all these, white people, they love braids. Okay, so imagine maybe one person comes and I charge them, a certain amount of euros, and one person comes, most of them, they love African braids, but whenever they ask me, I really don't know. I can braid my own hair by myself. This is where I now learned to braid my own hair by myself. In this coming to this place is what taught me to manage to learn how to give myself a cornrow. My hair is not braided now, okay. That's how I started to use my hair to learn, and now I'm not perfect at braiding my own hair, giving myself, making cornrow on my own self. Okay, I can make it on some, but I don't have the problems. I don't have any friends who is here living around me, and any black friend. Do you get any African friend like me that's living around me, whereby I can always keep on practicing that? And my kids are boys, so I can't say let me braid their hair. I don't like kids that are braiding. I don't like braiding boy kids hair. Do you understand? Like for my kid, I wouldn't want that. So I don't want to start on my kid. I want like somebody, maybe if I had a friend who's living nearby, I can always use their hair to try. Before you know it, I'll be perfect. So what I'm planning on is like, I think I should get a doll. This doll that have hair, I can always practice on them, right? What do you guys think about that though? What if I try that and it goes My goodness, this is the hard part of it, honestly. Take it for free. Please don't make the same mistake that I did. If you're coming to Europe, if you're planning to relocate, take it for free. It's a free advice that, in fact, everybody, I think everybody is pondering on it. Most women are pondering on it. Women, please learn a skill. Even as a man, please still learn the skill, because if you learn how to braid hair as a man, African man, all this woman, they will rush you. Oh my goodness, guys. Guys, I'm on gym. Yeah, the last time I was here, Sia advised me to come with a waist trainer. So this is it. My waist trainer. Yeah, we're off to gym. This is my favorite perfume. It says grazing laws, like no boundary. It doesn't know boundary. This perfume is bomb. Anyway, you guys, it is the next day. I'm telling you, my body aches. All my body aches, like totally. My cheek, my bone here, like all the bones from here, from my bone, my back laps, everywhere aches. I can't even lift my hands up like this. Who sent me message? Who sent me exercise? The day I use you guys, because Sia advised me to take my waist trainer while going for this gym, and seriously, the waist trainer really did amazing. Like, the waist trainer played a huge huge difference. Okay, like my belly, I feel it a lot. I can't even, the way I'm just leaning on this thing now, I can't even lean on it like this thing. If I lean on anything, you see the way I'm staying, and I'm leaning on it like this, it's the pain, the pain over here, I'm telling you. Can't even lean on anything, and like everywhere aches. I feel it so well. Thank God, Sha, today I won't be going. I wanted to give myself a full 1 week of going to gym back to back, like at least for the next 5 days, which I know the kids are in school. I'll just take that time to be at gym frequently for that 5 days, okay, from mornings till I gotta pick them up. So, but unfortunately, I have not managed to do 3 days, okay. But today I have an appointment, so this is my escape route now because I need the rest. My body don't tell me, honestly. I can't go to the gym feeling like this. So I have an appointment. It's this appointment that has saved me today not to go. And then tomorrow, imagine I have to go for a little small job that I have to do. So let me just recover for today. Because tomorrow, I don't even know how I work that works. It's just to clean, it's just to clean somebody's apartment. So I wonder, and the house is so big. Like, that house is so big. I don't even know where to begin with the way I'm feeling right now. Oh my God. And it's money. I can't say no, okay? Time na money. I'll go fetch this one small, come out. So anyway, I have to share because at least I will get 1 or 2 from there, so I can't say no to this offer. Let me just go and do it and grab the dough a little. But to be honest, this exercise, who sent me message? It is well.